Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this video, we're going to show you guys how to get the Kimura from the side control for NoGi Jiu-Jitsu. All right, so I've passed the guard and I'm in side control position. When I'm here, we talked about it in a previous video when I had the control from here. So a lot of times in NoGi, what's gonna happen is gonna have his foot posted onto his leg like this to give me a harder time to achieve the mount. And this arm, in a good position, is gonna be hidden underneath my arm, so I can't take it. But in this case, we're gonna represent that he didn't do that. So now the arm is for the taking, I can attack it. So if it's just dangling in front of me like this, I should be attacking that arm. And the Kimura is gonna be the chosen attack for this video, okay? So we're here now. What I need to do is grab the hand that's just over the shoulder and bring it underneath like this. I imagine I wanna give a thumbs up right in front of my neck. So I go here and I cup it like this, all right? Once I'm in this position, I'm always monitoring this side of his hip with my arm. And now, when I'm in this position, I don't want to come off the mat and start walking onto my toes like this. It's way too slow. So what I'm going to do is take a two-step process. What's going to happen from here, once I take my knees off the mat, I'm going to bring my far leg right where his shoulder is, here. And now take a big giant step over the top of his head. From this position, the hand was overhooking. I'm going to start to grind. I imagine I want to bring my palm onto my own chest. And my head is always gonna lean where my hand was, to the far side knee, all the way here. What I need to do now is put pressure. So I'm gonna lean all of my body weight onto my opponent so I can have him turn to his side. So it's gonna look like this. When I get to here, I bring my heel to the mat. So knee comes off the mat, heel to the mat. And from this position here, I bring my knee behind this shoulder, bring the other knee in, and now I get this Kimura grip, okay? So the idea is to be able to transition as efficiently as possible. And by efficient, what I mean is keeping the pressure and ensuring that I maintain the position and that my opponent doesn't escape during my transition. Okay, let's take a look one more time. So I'm much heavier than Alex. So in reality, I'm gonna be driving like a pickup truck and really smashing the person underneath me. So there's gonna be no opportunity for the person to be able to breathe, escape, or start to push me off of them, all right? But for the purpose of this video, I'm posting most of my weight onto my palm for this video, okay? But in reality, I'm gonna be putting all of the pressure, taking my palm off the mat and grinding my chest when I'm up on my toes onto the opponent's body. Now the transition, once again, is gonna look like this. So I have the side control. Notice how my hand is on the hip. The overhook is here, and my knees on the mat. Once I'm here, I cup. Now I raise off the mat, knee comes to the shoulder, giant step over. From here, I lean onto his knee and I drive forward. See how I plow all the way through? That forces him on his side. Once I'm here, my knee comes off the mat, up, post, post, toes on the mat, and I grab the Kimura grip. Now, once I've attained this position, that's my transition. I'm behind my opponent and I've grabbed onto his wrist and my own wrist like this. What's important here is to put my chest onto his tricep so he doesn't free his arm. And the second thing is to bring my elbows on the same side, on the near side, near my lap, okay? So my elbows, if they're on the top like this, what's gonna happen is he's gonna start to turn towards me and free his arm, bring his elbow to the mat. See? And I'm gonna have to fight this. I have no control but his wrist. What I need to control is his body. If I can control his shoulders, it's gonna be hard for him to free his arm. So when I'm here, I bring my chest onto his tricep and my elbows are not in front of his body, they're behind him like this. So now try to turn to the side, Alex. It's impossible because I'm driving all of the weight to keep him on this shoulder on the mat, and this one has to be elevated. Now I wanna attack this Kimura. So once I've gained my transition, I'm putting all of my weight here. What's gonna happen now, for the purpose of this video, once again, I'm gonna release this grip, but in reality, don't release this grip, just for, I don't wanna squish Alex. I'm gonna post on the mat here, but you're gonna do this transition like this. I'm gonna post on the mat so that way their toes go onto the mat. So that means knees off the mat. When I bring my knees off the mat, I'm gonna bring this leg over here. So I'm gonna step over this elbow, watch this. Step right to here. And now bring this arm out. What I've done is isolated this arm so it makes it impossible for him to go palm to palm and defend the Kimura. Now there's only one thing my opponent can do. And usually in real no-gi competition, you're not allowed, but when you're rolling against people who are beginners, sometimes they get nervous. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna grab their own shorts. And now you can't finish the Kimura anymore. So if he grabs onto the material here, I don't wanna force like this. I don't wanna go where the fingers are trapped onto his clothing. What I need to do now is get the hand away from this way. And then I go up and around. Notice how the elbow is connected to my body. I don't want the arm freeing loose here. I want my body here and I start to turn. Sometimes you can also post. You can post one leg up for base and start to turn. I like to be on my knees, but it's a question of preference for this, okay? Let's take a look one more time. So we've done our transition, circled around our opponent. Our opponent is now on his side, like this, and you have both knees behind him. You're gonna grab the figure four, the Kimura grip, chest tight, elbows in, okay? Take a giant step and bring your heel over the tricep to bring this arm behind, okay? So usually they're here. You step, boom. Bring this arm out, connect, and finish this Kimura. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching our video. Once again, leave us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't so already. Until next time,
We'll see you guys in the next video.
take care.